Hi everyone, I would like to start off by introducing myself. My name is Jenna. I'm an amputee, right leg below the knee. This first video is going to be me answering questions that people want to ask or do ask amputees. I wanted to start off my channel by answering these questions and doing this specific topic because I want the people who will be watching to be able to get to know me a little bit better. Also, I would like to add, I am answering these questions from my experience. I'm not speaking for any other amputee, I'm speaking for myself. So just please keep that in mind while watching, and I hope you enjoy. So question number one is, how did you lose your leg? Well, I had a bone infection called osteomyelitis that eats away at the bone. Usually with this question, there's always a second question. How did you get osteomyelitis? Well, I had a cyst, supposedly the size of a baseball, wrapped around my bone in my foot. When the doctor went to remove the cyst, he nicked my bone, causing too much pressure to the bone, which caused me to get osteomyelitis. Question number two is, do you ever experience phantom limb pain? Yes, I experience it. I'm sure all amputees probably have at one point. Again, I can't speak for every amputee, so I don't really know. But in my case, yes. And then question number three is, what does phantom limb pain feel like? Most amputees says this is really hard to explain. The best way I know how to explain it is it's kind of like a nerve conduction test. And usually when I tell people that, if they don't know what a nerve conduction test is, they'll ask me, well, what's that? It is a test where they send electrical impulses to your nerves to determine whether or not you have nerve damage. So question number four is, how do you walk? Well, I have a prosthetic leg. I don't really know how to answer that any other way. Question number five is, do people ever joke around with your prosthetic? Yes, I have several friends that joke around with my prosthetic. One friend took pictures of herself on Snapchat. Another friend posed with it while drunk. And then I have another friend who I consider like a little brother to me, and he used to joke around and tell people he was going to beat them with it. And then he would also tell people if they made me mad that I would take my leg off and chase them down the road and hopping on one leg, and if I caught them that I would beat them with it. Question number six is, when is it hardest for you to be missing a leg? Well, I would say when I'm trying to walk up a hill or any very steep area, I guess. Now, other amputees probably don't have that problem. It goes with the whole, you gotta trust your leg, and the more you trust your leg, the easier it gets. I've only been an amputee for a little over 2 years now. I'm still learning to trust my leg fully, which is why I have such an issue with walking up hills and then steep areas and stuff. Question number seven is, have you ever used your missing leg as an excuse for something? I haven't really used missing my leg as an excuse for something, but I have, like, say I just took my prosthetic off and then I forgot something. I've told people, hey, can you go get that for me, because I really don't want to put my leg back on to take it off again. Question number eight is, if you had the choice, would you have rather still lost your leg or lost an arm? Me personally, I would have still went with losing my leg. Question number nine is, have you ever been bullied because you're missing a leg? I don't know if you consider it bullying. You probably would. Now, I've had people say things behind my back, and then I found out, like, exes or people I stopped being friends with. It never really bothered me, because I just looked at it like, hey, they're bitter because, you know, hey, we used to be together, or hey, we used to be friends, whatever. So it never really bothered me, honestly. Question number 10 is, do people ever respond weirdly when they notice your prosthetic leg? The only time I've ever had anybody respond a little weird is, say, friends or family members I haven't seen since I had my amputation done. They'll be a little weird at first, and then after, you know, they get used to it and stuff, then, you know, that weirdness kind of goes away.